Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I have stone number 257. Now this piece of Lightning Ridge rough is one of the first parcels I bought on Opal Auctions, and this comes from 53 Frogs. This piece is 35.3 by 18.7 by 9.8 millimeters. And you can see there's some color on the top here, or what I assume will be the top. There's a color bar here in the middle which has better color. And then there's layers of gray, dark gray, and even white potch in it, along with other things. Let's weigh it up. This was a gamble piece of rough that weighs 30.25 carats. Very good. Now, as you can see from the surface, there's this bit right here that will definitely be coming off as I start to shape it. There's cracks. There's a big one there. I'm going to assume that covers most of this end. There's also a little bit of color at this tip, but there's a crack right along here that means all that will be going. So my best hope is to shape around the edges to see if maybe this middle color bar goes anywhere. Who knows? This color on top, I doubt there's anything under here. So I'll have a small area if I decide to just go with that. That should make a stone. It won't be very bright, but it does have some color. So let's get on with this. Okay, let's start this up with the 80 grit centered diamond burr. And as indicated, I'm taking off this bottom part. Woo! Nice chip. That wasn't needed anyway. Hello! Well, I won't have to cut that piece. While there is color in this thinner bar, I'm not sure it's going to be worth worrying about that. I doubt I could even get anything for inlay or doublet practice. But let's take down this white potch. See where that gets us. I don't know about this. I may have to slice that bit off or grind it all away. Let's go look at this again. At this point, I think I don't really have an option except to slice this thing. Now I don't have that line drawn perfectly, but I think as long as I stay on this side of the line, things will be all right. Alright, not exactly a beautiful cut, but it gets the job done. Let's continue with the 600 grit centered diamond burr. Now we just have to work on getting rid of the cracked area, and we'll continue with the 100 grit. That looks like enough on the 100. Let's go ahead and switch out to the 325. I think we'll just skip right over the 170 grits. Block that water for a bit. All right. All right, we're done with the sintered diamond bits. And we are getting ready for the 280 grit Nova burr. I haven't touched this surface because I want to be careful. Don't want to remove it too quickly or scratch it deeply like the diamond bits are wont to do. I don't know about this crack running here, if that goes very deep. And I also want to get rid of this white sandy inclusion, which is going to make the stone pretty funny in its shape. And there's also some cracking in this area here. So this has to come in. It's going to dip down quite a bit. I don't know if this tip is going to be kept. But let's start up, and we'll know when everyone knows. Let's go take a closer look. So I've worked this stone a little more. The cracks and the chip go in pretty far, so I'm going to admit defeat here and cut this stone. And then the crack that runs along this edge, well, I think it's going too deep and will not come out if I run out of color bar right here, definitely. On this end, the color bar is probably plenty deep. But I'm just going to get it over with. Is it a mistake? I don't know. I don't think learning can ever be a mistake. Whoa, hello. Alright. Gotta hold on a little tighter than that. Alright, well there's a chip. It's kind of a shame that that's as cracked as it is, but maybe I'll get something out of this tiny piece here. Now let's go take a look and see if that crack is honestly deep enough to warrant cutting. Unfortunately, when cutting up and looking closer, there's a crack that runs here diagonally. I'm going to cut a little more off that end and see if that cut is only at the surface. Cross my fingers. I should probably grind it away, but I need more cutting practice. And perhaps I can get something out of here that I can use for doublet practice. Let's go take a close look at this. I didn't get the entire crack out, which is unfortunate. But I'm not sure that the crack on the top is really going to be that deep. I'm going to smooth the face a little bit here where I cut. Take a little material off. If that crack does not go very deeply into the main part of the face, I might be able to just grind the rest of the crack away up on top, because it looks like it might be shallowing up towards the opposite side. Off for some more 280 grit Nova Burr fun. Let's see how deep this crack goes. We've smoothed up the edges a bit, flatten things down a little more. This is going to be a free form, obviously. So we've gone ahead. I've dopped this up now so I can get a little better control. Let's try to round up the dome some and get the last of that gross little crack out. Alright, I've got the up to the 600 grit Nova Burr, and I have the dome that I want. Unfortunately, I think I went a little too far because I think I lost a little bit of the color on it. Oh well. Okay, let's hit the 1200 grit. Then I can flip the stone and even up the bottom. So we'll have a nice pleasing level stone. Wait a minute, that's the 3000. How stupid are you? We might do the 3000 too. needs more work. Let's go for the 3000 grit. I think we're very, very close now. Let's get this thing polished. Right now I have the bottom side facing up. I'll polish the sides first, maybe the bottom, and then I'll flip it over and get the top of the stone. The stone is flipped over now and ready to polish the face. Okay, that was under 4 minutes. I think that looks pretty good. Are we done now? Take a look in the loop. Let's recap. In the rough, stone 257 weighed 30.25 carats. It was 35.3 by 18.7 by 9.8 millimeters. I got this from 53 Frogs, and this comes from Lightning Ridge, Australia. As for the cost, I won it in the auction at $22. With shipping, insurance, and custom fees, it came to $29.66. Stone 257 finished weighs 4.35 carats. It's 11 by 10.6 by 5.2 millimeters. Its body tone is 8. Its brightness is 1. It has a medium dome, or maybe it's high, I'm not sure. And it has a free-form shape. For the good, it's an opal. It has a great polish. It has some colors, green, red, yellow, and some blue undertones. It has a nice symmetrical shape. It has a nice dome. And I saved 14% of the initial weight. For the bad, nothing really, other than maybe the gray potch in the face, and it's not very bright. But I don't have any control over either of those. And for the ugly, nothing. What is the value of stone 257? It cost me $29.66, but I think it might be only worth $10 to $20 at best. The path for this stone was long and interesting. I only wish I'd decided to cut it much quicker. I did waste a lot of time trying to work out all those cracks. Regardless, it turned out to be a very nice stone, and I think it would look good in a ring, or maybe even a pendant. What do you think?
neat. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Don't forget the fiddly bits.